Hello everyone, yeah, it's Jonathan here from BirkdalePark. Now there's a lot of scaremongering going on about coronavirus, so I just wanted to show you what our nursing home is doing, because a lot of preparation has gone into this. And for those of you who might not be familiar with social care, quite simply, we've got some gorgeous people in here who are incredibly fragile and very vulnerable. They're immunocompromised. Some may well be on end of life. We've currently got several who are on end of life, and therefore we've got to make sure that the family is still protected to come in, and also that we're able to deliver the quality care. The biggest issue we've got here is that I will have potentially increased fatality rate should it get into the building and be able to have a free run, and also the other concern is that I will not have available staff. The third concern actually is also lack of available supplies, and we've already seen that in the likes of gels and other consumables that previously we had absolutely no problem at all. Before I go into the building, so let me just show you. So we're currently on stage red. So we've got 3 stages. We've got yellow, red, and then black. Black is where restricting visiting is on complete lockdown, with only staff entering and leaving the building. Now at the moment, for very good reasons, I've held out on that because this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we could be several months into this. So I just want to show you some of the stuff. Before I go in, I'm going to show you some of the stuff we've enabled upstairs. The biggest concern is that schools close, which gives major problem, a major problem, because of course of all of our staff, the vast majority have children, and of course caring children, and the vast majority of carers are female. So the reality is that this would impact massively. So what we've established here, we've enabled, which was old storerooms, we've now enabled right in the attic, completely segregated. So we've got some great zones. So we've established a creche with TV. We've got 2 teachers on standby to come in, all DBS cleared, risk assessments done. We've enabled an old kitchenette, now actually fantastic. I've even got, I'm just going to show you here, and in there, so we've got beds, we've got TVs, we've got a lounge area. So this is quite a luxury. Previously filled with stock, you couldn't get in here for stock and spare beds. We've completely done it out, and now so I can get 15 children here under proper supervision in the event of schools and colleges closing. So I can keep my staff working, which is great, and looking after our gorgeous residents. So let me just go into the building. So we've got some good plans in place. First, we did an audit on all of our staff, and it would affect 23 children here at BirkdalePark. Out of those 23, some of the families are able to provide care, which is brilliant in terms of childcare, because they might have grandparents, etc. However, we've got about 10 or 11 which would be certainly drastically affected, and they would have to come on site. So we've got some plans in here. When you arrive here, so at the moment it's a weekend lockdown. I just want to show you what this now looks like. So no visiting over the weekend is what we've implemented. We've got restricted visiting during the week between 3 and 4. You're escorted now to the bathroom. Sounds very draconian, but that's what's happening. You're escorted here and you're watched when you wash your hands. You've got to sing twice happy birthday. I'm only joking. And that means it's also bare to the elbow, no watches. You're not permitted to have a coat nor bags. So all those things which could be contaminated, we're reducing the risk. There is 1 visitor per resident over that period, and it's proving actually quite effective. We also have now quite a rigorous deep clean, so all things like handrails, and that's why reducing visitor numbers makes a massive difference, because you just haven't got the traffic in the building. We can now focus on delivering amazing care to these gorgeous people here. Here's my amazing matron, Elaine. Give us a wave. There she is. Absolutely great. So in here, those who might not have seen, so this is quite state of the art. We've got a live feed on every single of our 34 residents here. It gets fed into this. We are completely electronic when it comes to care planning and also e-pharmacy. We have enabled an additional phone line into the building, so relatives can phone in. So yeah, just showing you some of the software we use, which is incredibly effective. We're also enabling a remote monitoring service so that relatives can remote in via computer and see the up-to-date live care being delivered to their relative. That's through a PCS system, and that's something we're enabling so that they can see live time. We've also enabled Skype on various platforms. And also additional, and here's my lovely James. James, how are you? You okay? This is a gorgeous fella. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Hey, you're looking, and he's in his St Mary's colours, for those of you who know. So James here is my old schoolmaster, isn't that right, James? Yeah. He's the reason, this guy is an absolute legend, the reason I joined the army at the age of 18, went into the army. And this guy is an absolute inspiration to me. So he was the contingent commander at St Mary's, and that's why I was so inspired by this legend. 1948 Olympic boxer, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, rock and roll. So we are absolutely honoured. So lots going on. So please, I didn't want anyone thinking that while this potential lockdown is on, that people are festering in rooms. A lot of busyness is going on. And we are really looking after people as much as we possibly can. Right, I'm going to go. That gives you an idea. The next phase for us would be stage black, which is then total lockdown. We're holding off on that. I'm hoping that schools will remain open. I think they're going to limp into Easter, and then we'll see after that. But we've got good plans in place, and if you're a relative here, they're in good company, in good hands. Right. Love you lots, and there you go, a little insight into a life within a very busy nursing home looking after gorgeous people. See you soon.